Howdy, howdy, everybody. I'm Rick, you're you, and this is Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, Outside a Bag of Milk. So, this is the sequel to Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, and I think that this one is longer and like more like animation and things added to it. So, let's hop in. I'm excited. I really liked the first one, so I'm excited to see what happens with this one. Oh, hi. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows wheezes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. You didn't sound very confident. Oh. I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who is already dead? What if it actually revives them? No. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thoughts when my shoulder hits the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warrants it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in the store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from its safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room, through a narrow corridor. Mom? Not Mom. Oh. I meet a familiar, formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claws pierce my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible clawing under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung swings. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me. Hysterical screaming resorts through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splurts flash everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop falls in my memory so I can gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Okay. So, was that mom or was that not mom? Oh, cutie pie, cutie pie. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me as anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with the toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I slept were my favorite time of day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up from that moment's sake, living through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slip away. As if somebody finished them out. What is that sound? Was that a moose? As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. We love a good perspective art piece. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Same. Whenever I have to take more than one kind of medicine at a time, I just chuck the whole thing in and I'm like, we'll figure it out. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-translucent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder, and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the wash bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There was some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No. I don't ever want to look at it. This pill flies into the wash bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyways. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's gonna be my conversation partner. It's me! Maybe. It is me! Hey. Ooh. Hey, long time no see. You know we're only separated to meet once per day, right? Supposed, sorry. It hasn't even been an hour to me. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Alright. You even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No. You've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine effects wears off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. Or what makes you so happy all of a sudden? What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Ooh. Stop lying. Nuh-uh. I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see. Yeah. I'm really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. How's it going, honey? I'm in front of my mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery look of the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, baring her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. But my head is still spinning. But my head is still splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine. You can keep on blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. It was challenging, and you did really good. I do think you need to take your medicine, though. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Ooh, I mean, this is a rude way to say it, I think. But I do kind of think, yeah, undoubtedly. Moreover, it's dangerous. Yeah, I know. And you keep pushing me. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at the time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out from the shelf with my medicine and I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. But that's such a relatable feeling when you do have to take any kind of medicine that literally just keeps your body and your mental state flowing. Like, there's some days where you're like, you know, I could get by with not doing this. And then you try it, and it's always so devastating because you're like, shit. I can't do it. And it sucks. It really does suck. It's a horrible feeling. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in a transparent coating traveling down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last peel into the air and catch it with my mouth. Nice. Cutie. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it rears its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Girl, you're so real for that. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. Okay, let's chill. That's fine. We don't have to talk. If you want to vibe, you can vibe. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Cool. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today, or just stay quiet. I think I am gonna stay quiet. I'm gonna let that soak in. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. Yeah, I'm chill with whatever you want to make them. Ooh. Okay, I see you. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling in their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sound of flapping wings comes from the ceiling, making me start losing my patience. Enough, I hate you! Alright, well. I get it. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask. I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask. No. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyways. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They could be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? Alright. Alright, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I'm still here if you want to. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Oh, why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did he bring milk? Did he bring milk, or did you drink milk? Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I don't think so, honey. I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. All my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Here, drink some milk. No. Well. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I was just experiencing death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest mess here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their place, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now, or you don't have to tell me if you don't want to? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I just don't want you to keep acting weird. I don't, and I won't. Alright then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a virtual novel... Why do I keep saying virtual? Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and sometimes... and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Do what you want. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. I wasn't teasing you! I'm trying to make you a better person! But I'm struggling, and you're struggling. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision, too. Exactly. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Oh, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small bit of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie. Wowie! Oh. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circling around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah! Oh. We are doing a point and click. Oh, we're doing a point and click adventure. Okay, well, sorry. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Peel packings, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I guess we'll just go this away. Ooh. I turn my eyes toward the inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting in it, and a small towel that hangs nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. What is this? Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them in the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you knew them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing, it's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My screams make the pages result. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in the busy-like manner, it takes off into the busy light flight and ends up entering my busy-like ear. Hey, let's continue searching. Oh. Ooh. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? Of course not. It was what saved me. Well, that's reasonable. I heave a deep sigh, come closer, and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly! After circling above my head for a couple of times, it finally lands on my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, it crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Okay. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. At least 300 feet off the floor. Miss Girl. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally. And I'm definitely not worried. Not even a little bit. Not even a smidge of the littlest bit. Not even 1,000th of the percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey. I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no, you don't. Then act normal. Miss Girl, why you acting up? Oh, I can do multiple things. Okay. Right. Insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Are you listening to me at all? Yeah, she literally was like, no, nothing can move and we can't do anything. It can't be moved or touched or anything like that. Let's do the clock. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout might help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever. I'll go with it. Count down 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. Oh. Oh. Well, I found the Silent Hill station. Let's go. Ooh. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it in here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole day in front of a screen. Games, drawing, engineering calculators, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Huh? Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything that for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined the hamster. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I get it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Fine. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop vent grill. I reach for it, and it gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of action, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. Aw. Finish searching. Sure. Ooh. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony. Breathe in some air. Somehow, the word triggers a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, then let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm gonna sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk. And yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine. What's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, are you afraid to tell me? Yes? I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. Aw. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lowest part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyways, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and I always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they liked this place. They always followed me in my wake, peering at me. And I'm kind of scared of them and can't even argue with them. But today, well, still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hands. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, no one can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally, I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tereska. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Triska says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. Do you understand that refusal is futile? Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loneliness, silence. He's a wacko. And his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go. I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Triska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. No. Our trip to the store went fine. It's not for the fact that Triska was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate the working hours this way? They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. Ha. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but A scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are we waiting for? Huh? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long rows of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask someone for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Triska lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets because my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Triska's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and his eyes popped. He's also shaking. Excuse me? Only when we turn around the corner, Triska calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Triska starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Triska pushes me away and runs off. Drat. Guys, the store, it closes in like 15 minutes, and that man with the cardboard signs is gonna get real upset. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hanging a new sign on the door. There you are. I met Triska at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move! I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of the long queue that has formed after Triska. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffles. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but it's unheard of. Triska starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son, we can't say slurs. But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of a much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab the bag and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Triska. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Triska finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Triska's eyes. that's so cool looking. Oh! So we got the shop ending, I believe. Let's see what other endings we can get. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forget what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I have a lot of friends online. 10, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. It is impossible though. I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts that exact number of hamsters when they're walking to the pet store. Hey, don't get distracted. Alright. For my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them liked drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop, but I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer program consists of? It's just a combination of numbers, which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interest is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflecting in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable codes. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop vent. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm and blinks all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew what. It's like a cipher. I changed my mind. I absolutely have no desire to find out what it wants to say. And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story, maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me. With a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something, then find it. I'm just gonna go back to the start. Okay, we've already read this, so I'm gonna skip on forward. Wanna go to the balcony? There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Just for a couple minutes, okay? Cutie. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on the wall. There are lights on in the windows. There are muffled voices coming from inside. The howling wind spirals up and spins into hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely, living in endless silence. Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed in on itself. Nothing unusual about it. How do you feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course. Moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up. Ah, this. I've already told you, haven't I? About what? Ah, you know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breaths. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy. And if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happier. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. Still haven't come up with a code word. You're the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you've made that promise. And I'll keep it. But you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo were also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere. But I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. although I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just one single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts, and I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. What was it about your friend? My friend? Oh, yeah. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail, as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself, without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven strips, as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anyone else in the world. You know what he did? Yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigned that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get the work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbelievable. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screen, too. But I put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though maybe I only decided that only... My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. I return to my room, thankful it hasn't changed one bit during the minute I was outside. Without a second thought, I go to my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it. What are you gonna do? What's with the silly questions? Gonna sleep, of course. Good night, Miss Girl. I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocated casket. And the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible, or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howls becomes unbearably loud. but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It comes from right above me now. The ceiling moves upwards, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little and then raise my hand, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a whale in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I have to do something at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making that already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amongst endless darkness, and the door is watching me with its eye. I keep purposefully avoiding it. I can sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, now, I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come to the door and reach out toward it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hands stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door wheezes away and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door. Stupid, nasty, cursed door. I hate you. I hate you. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No. I don't stop screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over, and the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. A voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my eyes start buzzing, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush toward the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us haven't grown either, which means I match it in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that thanks to inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab empty space. Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lip and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help. The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point, that silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths, then start running again. keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop for the rest of that thought. I almost let myself stop for rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice on the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful for them and don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain, and I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all the strength into my one final jump. Go away! I firmly grasp a handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in the grass. I smell water, earth, and the dampness of the night. And grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with sounds, and I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up full of anticipation. I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again, but this time I'm looking at the darkness of the night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference though? The wind howls. It's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indescribable echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass. Nobody can see me. The echoes draw closer and closer. At some point, I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in a panic. Where is that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but I got an instant reply. Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls in the wind. It feels like it's about to get absorbed by them, but... Hey, where are you? I can't understand where I should run to, and if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just, there's not a single tree or stone around, only an endless wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The screams turn into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away, among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but... Hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but its sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream. It's more like a whimper or a wheeze. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going mad, and the black spot is just a stone or a tree. I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling the panic and unexplainable dread grow inside me. A stone, a tree. Why the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. The sound reaches my ears, becomes even stranger, louder, and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop. I run out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying. At least I think so. The horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively and, for some reason, try to shield my face, but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nasty, crinkling rustle. I've had enough. I spring up. The silhouette is still there, at the same distance as before. It's standing there, without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. Why won't you do anything? The silhouette trembles and then slowly starts gliding toward me, followed by a new sound. Wheezes, moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by a sticky, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark green mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, run again. No, no, no. No, go away. An unknown force turns my head with a cracking sound, and the darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. Oh. Okay. This is the stair endings. I didn't get the phone. I didn't get the fireflies. I didn't go to the balcony. I just went to bed. I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. The thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself to the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling, I know I've spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. Oh, that's cool. Billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that, looking at them, touching them. Even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It's just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum for the wind. eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. I won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends? It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhuman force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't. Oh. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus and moving until the music stops. The bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Oh. This feels like a Dark Souls reference, but it's not. It's somehow worse. Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a hazardous stirring of wind while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures just like mine spread in tidy rows endlessly in all directions, stairways wrapped around them like vines. There, at the end of the world, there is a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes it both exist and not. I tried to erect a mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already on the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction, up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on Wurzak's hands. He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out to the center of the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection of your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly, and don't hide anything. Oof. I decided to descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion of something is wrong because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in a wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling that everything is as it should be, and with time, it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices, grow up. Only then you'll be able to obtain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world, even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? Bruh. Me too, girly. Me too, girly, on that one. I need the mirror ending. But I need to collect all 5 fireflies, and I keep picking the wrong damn options. Because I'm a silly goober, and I'm not thinking straight. Future me's gonna love this one, I tell ya. He's gonna hate when he sees this for the 3rd time and realizes that he's gonna have to cut out at least 2 of them. Actually, he's gonna have to cut out 2 of them. And that's about 20 minutes of footage. He gonna hate that. Oh! I think I figured it out. I think I know. Like, I don't click finish search. I keep clicking around the room, which I didn't know was an option because I'm stupid and I don't explore things as much as I should in video games. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. This is the mirror ending. Ugh, another terrible morning. Boo. Why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you, after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Ugh, another terrible morning. Boo. Why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded as the loser on the first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you, after all. Oh. Another terrible morning. Why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on the first day. Oh. Another terrible morning. Why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. Mood. It's just the same dialogue. Oh. Oh. I like these. I like these little body horror moments. Let's go. She's like a little spider. I love it. Mood. Ah, good morning. I feel wonderful today. I can't wait for my first day of school. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Hmm. Hmm. I liked that one. That was a good one. Okay, we got one more ending. Okay, we got the phone ending. Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know, this place is so empty, though I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure it'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happen in my head, but they never left its premise. And it's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out? What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyways, there's so much space in my head that could be put to good use. So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please know that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 1. Is she just texting like a like a Uber Eats or like a Grubhub app in the pizza part? Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed, probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier that with one. I tried to find it. It turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I looked, it's not looking good. Pun not intended. And that strips me of the last bit of hope of salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on your account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? I can just keep on thinking, and even then my thoughts are as meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not feeling the void, but am a part of it? Also tag yourself, I'm this guy. This is how I feel every day. Then why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although, I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold. It's neutral. But at the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts? I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but... That scared me. I'm all alone, but at the same time it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't feel the void. I'm a part of it. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point in having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. They should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. I can't do anything about it. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2. I don't care that this place is empty. You hear? I feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts. They escape the world around me. This space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts. A whole world, one might say. If I try hard enough, it'll be able to feel all the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside of my head, but... What was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. And my head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough. So the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. Session timeout. Please reload the page. And that was milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. I liked that one. I liked the upgrade from the first one with the art and the animations. It was so fun. Also, all the endings, they were all so unique and they had their own vibe. It was so good. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I really did. If you have any other video games like this that you would like me to check out and play, leave a comment, let me know. I'll do it. I'm still searching for more games like this because honestly, I just really like visual novels like this, and like, I guess this one was kind of also a point and click like she had said, but I like the psychological games like this. They're some of my favorites. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, hit the bell, all the stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.